Hello everybody, just a quick update as to where we are. It's been a busy couple of days at the coalface in this fight against the new proposed amendments of the Firearms Control Act of 2000 that essentially seek to ban self-defense as a reason to own a gun, and that will completely eviscerate and ultimately destroy hunting and sport shooting in South Africa via the nature of the proposed restrictions contained within that document. So over the last couple of days, we've been involved, reaching out, cooperating with, planning and participating with numerous groups, societies, organizations, from AfriForum to the Institute of Race Relations to the Free Market Foundation to SAI to Gun Owners SA, Deer SA. There's a whole bunch I forgot to mention, independent people. It's been a wide spectrum of things going on. And what is clear to me is that this is one hell of a fight, and a massive hornet's nest has in fact been kicked by the government, by the ANC, and what they're doing. In fact, to such an extent that MK Military Veterans Association members, especially from the self-defense units, have reached out to me to express their visceral anger at essentially being, in their words, deprived of the fruits of their liberation, amongst other things, by the very government that whose banner they participated in the armed struggle under. They see that as a great betrayal, and they're very angry at this. It's the same with the black community in the township at large. Having had the privilege of speaking to people there, they are angry because they've already feel like they've been thrown to the wolves, so to speak, by the government, by the failure of the organs of state, like the police in their communities, to keep them safe and to create a safety and security situation where they don't have to fear crime in their homes, in their streets, at their places of work. And for many of them, they've taken and shouldered the responsibility of defending their own communities, which is now, well, rather that the ANC is now trying to take away from them against their will. It's been a broad-based effort. The Deer SA campaign's doing well. It's at 35,000 submissions so far. Bear in mind, this is not a petition. Those are all independent individual submissions that are emailed to the Civilian Secretariat of Police. Deer SA just keeps a record of them and publicly tracks and traces them so that there is a body of evidence that the government can't turn around and say, oh, we did not receive this amount of submissions or whatever. They can't lie about that and get away with it. That brings us to the media release this afternoon by the Minister of Police, Betrayal himself, how he arrogantly pontificates to us that firearm ownership is a privilege, not a right, and that they will take on board the submissions, in essence, that meet their approval. So they've already admitted they only intend on cherry picking the submissions that they like, even though they've lied about the public participation process. They didn't, well, rather the stakeholder engagement process. They did not engage with any stakeholders of the firearm fraternity. The entire policy document was essentially written for them by Gun Free South Africa, the Institute of Security Studies, and Amandla Mobi, or rather, sorry, not them, Sonke Gender Justice. None of these organizations have a meaningful base of members in civil society, and none of them speak on our behalf, as is evident from the visceral outpouring of outrage in the media by ordinary citizens regarding this. Now, Betrayal has most certainly gone too far in this regard, and by reading in between the lines of his submission, you do realize that there appears to be a sense of panic there, like a cat dancing around on a hot plate, where he did probably not think it would be as unpopular as it presently is. The issue with this is back in 2018, we already demonstrated with these, or rather against these exact proposals, how unpopular it in fact is. So either nothing was learned from this process, or he frankly doesn't care about our opinions and is trying his level best to just railroad them through. However that may be, we're not giving this up without a fight. We're not giving an inch. There is no surrender. We will push, and we will push forward until these submissions are wholly retracted and thrown in the garbage bin and set on fire as they belong. This is a democratic society. We are citizens, not subjects or serf in a dictatorship, and we will not be pontificated to by a man barely qualified to run a kindergarten as if we are children for him to chase around with a whip and a sambok. This is a country that has struggled for its freedom and its democracy. We are enjoying the fruits of that freedom and democracy, and we will not be deprived of it by the tyrannical machinations of a megalomaniac like Betrayal and whomever else is backing him. That said, there is a demonstration in front of Parliament. The application for the gatherings permit, it's ironic, constitutional right to gather, notwithstanding that the application for the gatherings permit is in, and we intend to gather in front of Parliament from 12 on Thursday, the 1st of July, until 3 in the afternoon to demonstrate against this atrocity and to hand over a memorandum to Tina Hewitt-Peterson, the chairwoman of the Parliamentary Portfolio Committee on Policing. We will keep you in the loop. There will be many more updates like these to follow. We've been in the media, been inundated with interviews between myself and everyone else at the forefront, too many people to mention, and we will keep on doing this for as long as it takes in order to safeguard our rights, and I'm using this word specifically, our rights to keep and bear arms as free citizens and not subjects. Stay tuned. Talk to you soon. Peace out.